The Trump campaign is taking legal action against former White House aide Omarosa Newman. The move comes as the former reality star releases a recording supporting her claim that the Trump campaign was worried about the existence of a possible tape of Mr. Trump using the N-word.
The president has denied ever using the racial slur. Nicole Killian is at the White House with late reaction.
CBS News confirms the Trump campaign filed for arbitration against the president's former White House aide, Omarosa Newman, claiming she breached her 2016 confidentiality agreement. The move comes after the former reality star claimed she recently heard a tape of President Trump using the N-word during his time on The Apprentice.
Had I heard it while I was working in the White House, I would have left immediately.
In her new book, Unhinged, Omarosa claims the Trump campaign was aware of the existence of the tape. In a recording obtained by CBS News from October 2016, Omarosa discusses the alleged existence of the tape with Lynn Patton, an assistant to Eric Trump, and former spokeswoman Katrina Pearson.
I said, well, sir, can you think of any time that this might have happened? And he said no.
Well, that's not true.
He goes, how do you think I should handle it? And I told him exactly what you just said, Omarosa, which is, well, it depends on what scenario you're talking about. And he said, well, why don't you just go ahead and put it to bed? I don't know what the scandal is. No, he said it. He's embarrassed.
In response, Patton tweeted at CBS News saying, "No one ever denied we had multiple conversations re The Apprentice tape. What we refuted is having a call that Republican strategist Frank Luntz confirmed Trump said it."
I've worked alongside Donald Trump for 2 straight years. I've never heard him say anything about that.
The president denies using the N-word and has unleashed a barrage of insults at his former assistant. In a tweet Tuesday, he called Omarosa a crazed, crying lowlife and a dog, and applauded his chief of staff John Kelly for quickly firing her. Omarosa says she taped conversations to cover her own back. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
In an interview today, Newman said she believes the president's campaign filed for arbitration against her to keep her from telling her story. She said, quote, "I'm not going to be bullied by Donald Trump," end quote.